Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Orionsgear. Today we're looking at the ANKU and I'm going to be using it as a stat stick. I'm going to be showing you what my evolutions were, my build, a demonstration, and then how it performs as a stat stick. And with that being said, let's get into things. So, the ANKU INCARNON is a bit of a callback to before Melee 2.0 when the Atarak spin to win meta was a thing. This is sort of bleeding into the current game, and it's increased range and slash damage during slide attacks for some reason. Look, I don't know where it has a place in the game. I don't know why it's here. I don't know who it's for. I don't know who could be possibly using this, but since this channel is built upon niche and weird builds, I will give it a go. But at the current point in time, not even using the slide attacks is completely viable, or at least in my opinion, simply because there's too much work, funnily enough, going into trying to force slide attacks, which induce a slash and increase your range every time you go to kill something. Personally, I just don't think it's practical. But anywho, my evolutions are as follows. I decided on an increased damage by 20, and with overshields I gained heavy attack efficiency. Why not? It was like the least worst option out of the two that I could pick from. Evolution 3 is 60% heavy attack wind-up speed, because, like I said, why not? It's like the least worst. But Evolution 4, Absolute Dominion, increases my status chance by 20%. I figured for a stat build, if I'm going to be using this as a stat stick. Now, for the stat stick, I opted for Blood Rush and Weeping Wounds to build crit chance and status chance with combo count. Gladiator Might and Organ Shadow for critical multiplier. Vicious Frost, Primed Fever Strike, Molten Impact, and Volcanic Edge, all for viral and heat. Now, given the nature of this weapon and its high Riven disposition, I'd imagine that there are going to be better Riven builds out there than without a Riven, which is fine. However, considering the nature of the Incarnon itself and its fairly lackluster mechanics, I don't have much faith. But with that aside, let's give this a test. So against level 180 battleists, building combo count, it doesn't seem too bad in regards to damage. But using it as a stat stick, it doesn't seem too bad either. However, something I have noticed is that inducing the Incarnon form and then sliding, you can see in the top right hand corner a buff appears every time I slide. I think this is an indicator that the buff is active. So if what I'm thinking is true, all I have to do is be crouching for the 100% melee damage and slash and range buffs to be active. So if I'm not mistaken, all I have to do is be sliding while I use my stat stick, and I should be dealing more damage. Theoretically, of course. I don't know the math behind it. For now, anyway. It seems like it is. However, I cannot absolutely verify. Then again, that was some pretty insane damage. So this may not actually be a bad weapon as a stat stick for its Incarnon. That was actually pretty impressive. I don't think it's going to be destroying any 6 billion damage Zor builds that people have got. It's not going to be, one-shotting God or anything like that, but it still seems to be fairly adequate as a stat stick, but as a weapon itself, it doesn't seem to be that impressive, at least to me. Anywho, this has been the ANKU INCARNON showcase. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later. Goodbye.